Hi everyone. Today we are going to see a Python program to rename columns in a Python data frame. In order to rename it, we are going to use a rename method. There's a method named rename. So we are going to use the rename method to rename the columns of a data frame. So as usual, import pandas library as PD, and this is our default data frame, employee data frame, with two columns, employee id and first column as employee id and employee name. Let us try to rename empid with all the characters as capitalized. Similarly, let us also replace the second column also with all the letters as a capitalized letters. So to do so, we can just call upon rename method over the data frame of an employee. So df underscore employee dot rename. There is a function called rename. We are making use of it. And within that, as we are going to change the name of the columns, we need to pass columns equal to, open the flower braces, and first we need to mention whatever the column existing column id. So this is the existing column name, so empid. So we are trying to rename it with all capitals empid. So comma, and we are also interested in changing the name of employee name also, so with all capitalized. So let us put the existing column name colon, for to which, what is the name you're planning to change. So as we are trying to change it into all as a capital, we are doing it emp name. And in order to get these changes to be reflected, we need to also pass an argument in place equal to true. So, with a simple line piece of code, we are trying to change the column name of our employee data frame, EMPID, EMP name, to all the capitalized versions. Okay, so let us try to display it. We'll give a simple print statement mentioning that displaying our employee data frame after rename method. After calling upon rename method. So then let us try to print just df underscore employee. So we'll run this program. So the expected output for this could be like this. So if you could see, displaying employee data frame after rename. So our emp id, emp name. So if you want for our reference, let us call upon it before calling our rename method. So before rename method. So let us try to display and check it. So now if you could check, displaying the employee data frame before rename, our column name was EMPID, EMP name, with EMP as small letters and ID as a capital. And so after we call upon according to our wish by calling a rename method and columns equal to syntax, so we changed our column name as EMPID, EMP name, all in a capital letters. So let us assume we are removing in place equal to true. So if you are trying to change this if you are when you are removing in place equal to true, this change is not going to be reflected in our employee data frame. So let us recheck it. So now if you could see, as we have removed in place equal to true, these changes are not reflected into our df underscore employee. So in order to make sure that the changes are reflected properly, we need to include the argument in place equal to true here. So then rerun it and will let us get our exact output what we are expecting. So now as we included this particular argument, so now this is how your EMP ID, EMP name got changed. Okay. So this is all about a Python program to rename the columns within a Python data frame. Okay, by using rename method. For more programs, please subscribe. Thank you.